Stacey Solomon reveals secret behind Joe Swash love story, and nerves for new show. Stacey Solomon is feeling nervous about her new BBC One show Sort Your Life Out, as she opened up about home life with fiancé Joe Swash, describing him as an absolute tornado of chaos. Stacey Solomon is feeling nervous about her new BBC One show Sort Your Life Out, as she opened up about home life with fiancé Joe Swash, describing him as an absolute tornado of chaos. By Nicola Methvin 00:00, October 26, 2021, comments. Decluttering guru Stacey Solomon has opened up about family life as she launches her new BBC One show, revealing fiancé Joe Swash is an absolute tornado of chaos. The mum of four is fronting Sort Your Life Out, in which 6 families lay out the entire contents of their home in a warehouse to see what they have, and what they need to get rid of. She says her own family have very different attitudes to clutter, with eldest child Zachary, 13, reveling in mess while second son Layden, 9, is tidy and neat. "I've probably caused both of those," she admits. "I have one child who's exactly like me, who will literally come over and be like, 'Oh, what you doing?' and gets really excited. Does his own room. Immaculate every morning, gets himself ready. My eldest is the complete opposite. He is a slob and would live in his own filth for weeks, if I let him. Never organizes his stuff and never makes his bed or anything like that. The psychology is that one copies me and actually feels really out of kilter if he can't be like that. And the other one's like, sod that mum, you're absolutely nuts. I'm going to go the opposite way." But they're both happy. And then there is Joe, her partner of 6 years, and dad of her younger children Rex, 2, and newborn Rose. "Joe is an absolute tornado of a person," she laughed. "And I think that's why we ended up coexisting together, because I really enjoy tidying up and being organized and he really enjoys mucking things up. I can follow him around having a great time. I guess if he was like me, I might not like the way he hangs his crisps." Ahead of the new show, Stacey, 32, says she doesn't judge the people whose houses she is decluttering because she feels she too is a hoarder. One family still had every item of clothing their primary school-aged children had ever worn, plus 45 Calpol syringes, thousands of books and more cheese graters than anyone could ever need. "It blows my mind every single time, but it also doesn't shock me," Stacey said. "Because I think, well, if someone did that to my house, it wouldn't look too dissimilar. I am, in a lot of ways, a hoarder. I try and help them let go of certain things that I wouldn't want to let go of either." Stacey, renowned for her crisp hanging trick, is joined on the show by organizer Dilly Carter, upcycler Rob Bent and cleaning expert Ewan Carrington, who all help the families to ditch, sell or reinvent the stuff they no longer need. Stacey admits taking them back into their newly decluttered homes felt hugely stressful. "Every time we go into the finished house, I get really anxious because they might not be happy in the end. And that is a massive possibility. So I'll get like, you know, the dry mouth. And I just think, oh my God." While the families on the show were fairly average in terms of their behavior, there were some shocks, like a child's ponytail, which left the experts reeling. "They were horrified and they felt sick," Stacey laughed. "But I think I would keep that. We found umbilical cords, and I know it sounds gross, but from my motherhood experience, I find all these things really normal, and exciting, and sweet, and sentimental. The rest of the team is like, that is gross. When the series kicks off next week, viewers will often discover poignant stories behind the clutter, usually because people are trying to hold on to the past. I try really hard to not get emotional, Stacey explained. Because otherwise I think I'd just cry the whole time. One single mom is holding on to stuff from before she split with her husband as preferred the person she was during their relationship. Another woman had suffered a life-changing back injury but couldn't get rid of any of her old clothes, even though they were no longer wearable. But Stacey says the participants are typical families. We don't go out looking for people who are really in desperate situations, struggling to let go, she said. It's not an extreme hoarder sort of show. I care a lot about people's mental health. When people get to a situation of not being able to move in their own home, I can't come in and sort your life out. That's a whole other show. Sort Your Life Out starts on Thursday, November 4th on BBC One. Follow Mirror Facebook, Twitter, comment.